Hi, in this video we are going to be touring 4 of Tucson's upscale historic neighborhoods. We'll be discussing some of our favorite neighborhoods, including El Encanto, Colonia Solana, Catalina Vista, and San Clemente, as well as a couple of affordable condo neighborhoods. All 4 neighborhoods are in the National Register of Historic Places, which might allow for significant property tax savings if you're in a contributing property and you are an owner-occupant. So let's get to it.
First off, El Encanto Estates. Encanto translates to enchanting or charming. The neighborhood was established in 1928. The homes were designed by a who's who of prominent Tucson architects, including Josiah Jossler, Ann Rysdale, Art Brown, Henry Gestad, Bernard Friedman, Friedman and Joe Bush, Frederick Eastman, Terry Atkinson, who actually also lived in the neighborhood, and Merritt Starkweather. Merritt Starkweather also was the person who reviewed all the plans until about the 1970s. So the styles range from Spanish colonial to ranch to mission revival and other revival styles. They're typically larger homes. 2,000 square feet is about the smallest home. They'll go all the way up to about 5,500 square feet. Often they'll have guest houses. Lot sizes are also usually on the larger side. They're usually between about a quarter acre to an acre. And the homes are known because they often feature beautiful landscaping and have a lot of curb appeal. And each home is unique and charming.
Yeah, it's kind of a custom, cool neighborhood.
It is.
It's got a unique circle and spoke shaped streets, and they're lined by hundreds of palm trees, and they lead to a central green space, and that's filled with towering palm trees, along with saguaros and other desert vegetation. It's located east of Country Club, between Broadway and 5th, and that's just west of Elcon, which previously was the old Elcon Mall.
And previous to that, it was the old El Conquistador Resort.
Little history tidbits there, yeah.
Sure.
And what happens now is Elcon features several big box stores, there's restaurants, and a movie theater. It's in the heart of Midtown, and that's east of Sam Hughes, which is another popular neighborhood we discussed in another video. It's about a mile east of the University of Arizona and about 2.5 miles east of the downtown Tucson. It's on the eastern side of the Sunshine Mile, which is at Broadway, stretching from Country Club west to Park Avenue. It's within the Tucson Unified School District, and Sam Hughes Elementary School is the elementary, Mansfeld Middle School and Tucson High School are the other two. Many Tucson TUSD schools offer open enrollment, which is convenient if you find that a different school is a better fit for you and your student. Before we get to our next neighborhood, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Nick Labriola, and this is my wife, Kim. We're licensed realtors in the state of Arizona, and we work with Tierra Antigua Realty. And on this channel, we make videos all about living in Tucson, Arizona. We love the charm of historic neighborhoods and homes, as well as mid-century homes. If you're interested in this type of content, make sure that you subscribe so you can learn more about Tucson neighborhoods and lifestyle. We love sharing what we know with you about Tucson in these videos, but we even more so love to help people connect with that special historic home. Our contact information is in the link below. You can email us at hello@realtucson.com. We've helped a lot of folks online, and we look forward to helping you as well.
Now we're headed to the next neighborhood, which is south of El Encanto Estates. It's called Colonia Solana. So the location of this neighborhood is on the southeast corner of Broadway and Country Club. It borders both Reed Park and Randolph Golf Course on 2 sides. Reed Park is a large city park. It has a 4-mile walking path that encircles the park. There is an outdoor amphitheater where the Tucson Pops Orchestra plays. There's a few playgrounds. There's a zoo. There's a public golf course like we talked about with a driving range. There's ball fields, tennis courts, 2 ponds, a rose garden, a dog park. High Corbett Field is there, and that's where University of Arizona baseball team plays. And the city offers leisure classes at Reed Park as well for all ages.
Kim's actually written a whole blog about that at our website, realtucson.com, if you want a little bit more information about Reed Park and all of the amenities.
It's also located adjacent to the Jossler designed Broadway Village, which is just across the street. There you'll find a lot of local shops, local restaurants, and very popular barrio bread, which often will have a line out the door of folks waiting to get their loaf of bread.
Yeah, he's got an international acclaim at Barrio Bread. So Colonia Solana is just south of El Encanto, and it was developed in the same time period. But it has a much different vibe and feel and style. Where El Encanto is more prim and proper, Colonia Solana they kind of embrace the natural desert setting. The landscape architect, Stephen Child, who was from San Francisco, was hired to do the design for the development. Child happened to be a Tucson winter visitor, and he was mentored by the famed architect, Frederick Law Homestead, who worked on Central Park in New York City and other high caliber landscapes in the country. Arroyo Chico is a wash which runs within the property, and it provides a walking path, kind of a sanctuary for desert animals. The layout is informal with a non-symmetrical curvilinear streets, and the El Con Water Tower is a prominent landmark. The tower was designed by architect Roy Place in 1932, and it was rehabbed in 1994. There's a diverse style of homes. There's 123 homes here, and they're mostly either Spanish colonial, revival, or ranch. The neighborhood also had a lot of notable architects we mentioned in El Encanto, people such as Josias Josler, Arthur Brown, Anne Rysdale, Henry Jostad, Merritt Starkweather, Tom Gist, and Roy Place. If you're curious to know more about these architects individually, go ahead and leave us a comment, and we might be able to do a blog specific to that. The home sizes range from 2,000 square foot to about 5,500 square feet, and the lot sizes are usually about a half an acre to maybe a little over an acre. Prominent residents who have lived here in Colonia Solana include Linda Ronstadt, Western actor Jack Elam, Lou Murphy, who was a former Tucson mayor, and this location is easily bikeable, and there's a nearby bike boulevard. The schools are TUSD, Tucson Unified School District, and they are serviced by Robeson Elementary School, Mansfeld Middle School, Tucson High School. There's still 2 beautiful historic neighborhoods to go, but if you're finding this video helpful, please tap that like button, and there's a topic that you'd like covered, please let us know in the comments.
Now let's go east of Reed Park to San Clemente. This is located just across the street from Randolph Golf Course and driving range. It's on the southeast corner of Broadway and Alvernon. It was mostly built between 1930 and 1959. The homes are typically, they're a little smaller than the other neighborhoods we were talking about. The homes are typically between about 1,500 square feet to about 3,000 square feet. Some of them have guest houses. The lot sizes are also smaller than the other 2 neighborhoods we were talking about. They're typically between a 1/5 of an acre and a 1/2 an acre. The neighborhood features a mix of curvilinear streets that are within a grid system, so it kind of creates a lot of cute, charming little corners and stuff. There is a small neighborhood park with a couple of picnic tables, and I think it would be a great place to walk the dog to.
Some prominent past residents include Ivo and Ora DiConcini, and they were the parents of Arizona Senator Dennis DiConcini. Ivo DiConcini was also an Arizona Supreme Court judge. Bernard Friedman also lived in the neighborhood. He was a prominent Tucson architect, and he designed many notable Tucson buildings. These include Hirsch's Shoes, which is in the heart of the Sunshine Mile. That might be another good topic for a future video if you're not familiar with what the Sunshine Mile is. His firm, Friedman and Joe Bush, designed the iconic Valley National Bank, which is now the Chase Bank, and that's located at Broadway and Country Club. They also designed the Tucson Community Center, or TCC, and several religious buildings and several Tucson schools.
Speaking of schools, San Clemente is also in the TUSD school district. It is served by Lineweaver Elementary, which is actually bordering near the south of the neighborhood. Also Vale Middle School and Rincon High School. And the neighborhood also has a couple of charming, unique townhome communities. First off would be Randolph House. It is so cute, and those condos were built in 1949, and the grounds are very beautiful. They have a little community pool. It's really lovely. The other one I wanted to mention was Eden Roc Gardens, which is technically not in the historic district, but it borders it just to the south. And they're a collection of cool mid-century condos. They have a unique tiki-inspired fountain. They also have a community pool. And then the Ivy, which you can see when you're driving on Alvernon, it's equally charming as Randolph House, which it borders, but these are apartments that you can rent rather than condos that you can buy.
And last, but certainly not least, is Catalina Vista. This one is located near Grant and Campbell. It's close to the University of Arizona as well as the University Medical Center. Most of the homes were built between 1940 and 1962. There are wide, curvilinear, palm tree-lined streets with medians, and there's a lot of open space, and this includes 2 grassy parks. The larger of the 2 parks is called Tahoe Park, and it has 2 playgrounds, picnic tables, and a dog watering station. Mostly there's ranch homes here, and some of the homes were designed by Arthur Brown and Josiah Jossler. The Tucson Historic Preservation Foundation has a cool time capsule Airbnb rental, which was designed by Art Brown, and that's in the neighborhood. And the homes typically range between about 1,200 square feet up to about 3,500 square feet. The lot sizes are between 1/5 of an acre up to almost an acre. Some of the prominent residents who've lived here are Don Hummel, former Tucson mayor, Margaret Sanger-Slee, who was the founder of the organization that later became Planned Parenthood. She had tried hiring architect Frank Lloyd Wright to design her house, but he refused, stating that a city lot isn't big enough for a pigsty. He was kind of a character. So she hired Art Brown instead.
Catalina Vista is also walkable to Arizona Inn, which is a charming historic hotel and a great spot to have dinner or drinks. The inn was designed by Merritt Starkweather for the original owner, who was Isabella Greenway. Greenway was the first female Arizona senator and a friend of Eleanor Roosevelt's. And fun fact, she was actually a bridesmaid in the Roosevelt's wedding. Greenway opened a handcrafted furniture shop called the Arizona Hut, which she offered employment to disabled World War I veterans. Then the stock market crash of 1929 hit, and there wasn't a lot of demand for custom furniture pieces. So she decided she would open the Arizona Inn, so that way she could have them build furniture for her inn and keep them employed. Actually, a lot of those furniture pieces are still in use at the inn. Catalina Vista is also in the TUSD school district. The schools in the area are Blenman Elementary School, Doolin Middle School, and Catalina High School.
So if you have any question about these Tucson neighborhoods, or if you're moving to Tucson, please contact us anytime. Our contact information is in the description below, and we'd love to help you. Thanks for watching.